That is a good idea.
This is what we're going to do. So that's going to be channel 14.5.
Okay.
So it's going to be kind of a community calendar as well. So you'll be able to see events that are going on in the area.
This is a great
You'll be allowed
idea.
to post those. Yeah, I think so too.
I could see
Yard
businesses
sales,
just running this all the time, like
businesses,
a doctor's office or something like that. I'm just running it in their lobby.
Right. So the free part. Oh, you mean so businesses will be able to advertise on there, but it's going to be charged.
No.
for that.
I meant
You're
I
talking
could
about
see,
to put it on
like
in their,
here. They would just run it all day long.
That's not a bad idea.
It would be music and something to look at.
Right. Check with the licensing on if you're playing it in a place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't understand.
If you
what
want to,
just
it's
said,
up to
but
you.
That's fine. Okay. All right. I missed what you meant by that.
So for a business, when they play music, if there's people
In
listening,
a waiting area.
yes,
You
might have to be licensed.
Oh, it's like when people play them movies and have a movie night somewhere. They have to get that
Right.
licensing, and nobody seems to know about that until they get arrested.
Yeah, just check on it, or
Okay.
if you don't want to, that's okay.
Okay.
But
Right. We're not giving legal advice.
Exactly.
We're just saying know what you're doing.
Yeah, you might want to check on it.
Right. If you're not going to
if
do
not, be
it
prepared.
legally correct, have a good banker.
Right. Or
How's
a good
that?
excuse, at least.
Right, a good excuse. Okay.
I didn't know.
Because we did it for 3 years and got in trouble. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. But if stand by for this. I'm hoping to have this up.
14.5.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving myself a deadline of 2 weeks starting Monday.
Really?
Then I'm going to try to get it up and running. Now, I may run into some obstacles
You might.
on things, but I at least want to have all the equipment in place and I'm ready to go on the air with it. So.
You're fired up.
I am fired up. I'm ready to go.
Right.
And this came from another thing that that we just were
Could
that
not
close to
make up
being
our mind.
prepared for. And it's because
Was
we
I
weren't
holding
prepared.
you back on this?
No.
Okay.
No,
I feel
not at
bad.
all.
I feel like
I might have held you back a little.
Nah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess if you said, let's do this thing, I might have done it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we didn't do it. Hey, we're prepping for the radio.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
Let me get my collar straight and everything. Do I look okay? I look wonderful. All right, we're back on the radio now. I can't even hear the radio. Are we really on the radio? Now I can hear the radio. All right, everybody. Hey, this is the last half hour on the radio, but we're going to stay on TV Delmarva all the way till 10 o'clock this morning. Now, I did want to say that at 9:30 this morning, wherever you're at, 9:30 this morning, we're going to take phone calls. So write this number down, 422-7336. And at 9 o'clock, we go off the radio. So I need my whole radio audience, all of you, there's thousands of you, I need you to follow me, okay? So just go right over to tvdelmarva.com or on the TV, or Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook. So at 9 o'clock, we go off the radio, staying on Facebook, YouTube, and TV. And at 9:30, we're going to allow businesses and people to just call in for free and promote your business quickly. Promote your business, or if you got something you want to sell, tell us about it, give out your phone number, and we're going to move on to the next person. Now, that's going to happen at 9:30 today in the morning. If you ever want to be on my show, let me know. We have some very affordable rates for 5-minute interviews. I want to brag real quick. Oh, we're taking our picture. I forgot all about the picture time. I keep forgetting that. I'm supposed to actually quit talking. I quit as long as I could. All right, Jerry's Lawn Care. This is a sponsor segment. This is Jerry Santoro. This is how I keep the lights on and pay the bills. If you need landscaping, if you need a tree cut down, if you need a stump dug up, if you need a foundation or a footer dug, if you want to buy some mulch, he's got tons of mulch. He can deliver it or you can pick it up. If you need an irrigation system, pavers, if you have a building lot that you need cleared or you need firewood, Jerry Santoro can help you out. He's a good guy. He's licensed. He's insured. He's a hard worker. He's got a good team of people, good quality equipment, and he knows how to get the job done. So if you need anything done around your business or your home or whatever, and you're not sure if it's something Jerry does, you give Jerry a call, and Jerry will tell you if Jerry can do it. So what's Jerry's phone number? It's 302-363-6025. That's 302-363-6025. 6025. And what does Jerry like to be called? Jerry. Say, hey, Jerry, this is Helen. I have a question about some landscaping. Can you help me out? 302-363-6025. And the website is jlc-llc.com. Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. Now, Sam Chick has sat down. He has got his picture taken. And I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So Sam Chick is here. He is a free man.
Oh, yeah.
And,
that's right.
And he's not going to be, what was that thing called? Dismissed with prejudice or something like that?
Yeah, it was dismissed with prejudice. So
All right.
what Mr. Weller's talking about here is I was as far as I know, is the first person in the entire state of Delaware arrested under the governor's emergency order. And this was for violating specifically.
Like really arrested?
Really arrested, put in the back of the
I mean,
police
you're a
car
local
and
businessman.
given
I mean, they couldn't have just
the
said show
summons.
up at the troop or whatever.
No, they didn't take me anywhere. They just put me in the back of the police car.
Okay,
for 10 minutes
okay.
And then
Let
me
you back out.
Yeah.
Did they like
While
take you
did
to
the
a food
paperwork.
place or take you home or?
No.
Oh, they did all this right on the curb downtown
Yeah, this
Dover.
was right. This was about I don't know, 100 yards from my house, from my home. So
Really?
my apartment. Yeah.
Hold on. What did you get arrested for?
For not staying at home.
Oh, I thought you had a business.
Yeah, I do have a business down there. I have
Okay.
a business as well.
But
that I
this
live
was
right
just
above
for not staying
This
at home.
was for not staying at home. So I had called in a complaint earlier in the night about we just had a little gang of criminals hanging out there. They're doing
Okay.
criminal stuff. And I called the police. One of them threatened me. Called the police. They treated it like a joke, unfortunately.
Really?
It's not the response you want, especially, I am in downtown Dover, and, the mayor says, the city council says, police chief says, all the community police officers say, if you have a problem, call the police.
Okay.
They did not help out one bit.
Okay.
And, I went back into my store, closed up. A little later on, I went out to go, this is right in the beginning of they locked everything down. So some other property owners and business owners down there had asked me, because they know I live there, they asked me to go check on their properties while,
Oh, okay.
they're not
'Cause their
there. They
properties are
live 30
closed.
minutes away or 20 minutes away.
Okay.
So, they just asked if I would check on it. No problem. So go out there to check on it, and I see the police officer parked, one of the ones who I had talked to earlier. So
Okay.
I go over. They had told me they were going to go find this guy,
Okay.
the one who threatened me. So I go
Okay.
over to talk to him and say, hey, did you find this guy? No. So, well, what's the deal? Your sergeant earlier said you're going to find him and that you're going to take this seriously. Went to a whole thing. He called his supervisor out again, a corporal, and basically they said that guy didn't even do anything wrong. He threatened me in the street.
Okay.
He said he's going to physically harm me in ways.
Wow.
You can't do that.
Aren't you an Army
you can't do
Ranger?
that. I was in the 101st Airborne.
Okay.
So anyway, I started telling them, criticizing them with my First Amendment rights, saying I'm not satisfied with the job you're doing here. That response is not acceptable.
This is a verbal
On and on.
survey.
That's right.
I'm not
on
happy.
and on. I am not happy. And at that point, the corporal said, you know what? There's a stay-at-home order right now. You need to go home. I'm tired of listening to this. I said,
Okay.
excuse me? He said, yeah, you need to go home or you're going to be arrested. I said, I don't think so, buddy. I'm out here right now telling you what a poor job you did earlier. I'm complaining, and I have things to do out here. You can't just tell me to get off the street. He said, nope, you go home or I'm going to arrest you.
Really?
And I said, do what you think you ought to do. Hey, he
Wow.
placed me under arrest.
Really?
Yeah, and that was more than a year ago, and then I pled not guilty in July. So I was in March 24th of last year, and then in July, I pled not guilty. And then I think it was in September, we went to what they call the first case review, and they said, oh, we're gonna mediate it, and we'll just dismiss it. Okay. Well, mediation, in their opinion, they called me up and said, how about 16 hours of community service? I said, no.
For you or for the corporal?
Yeah, exactly. No,
Oh,
for
oh,
me,
I thought it was-
exactly.
okay.
That's what I said. I said, I deserve an apology.
Okay.
They said, how about 16 hours of community service we'll dismiss? I said, no, this is...
Right.
No, we're either going to trial or just dismiss it because
Right.
this is not a crime. Did nothing wrong. They said, all right, we'll see you in court. Sure, I'll see you in court. 2 weeks later, called again. How about 10 hours of community service? So we're not haggling. This is not a
Right, it's
negotiation.
not an auction.
That's
We're not at
right.
Wilson's auction
Just
here.
dismiss it. So this is ridiculous. This is not constitutional. See you in court. So 2 weeks later, we're back in court because negotiation failed.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, mediation failed.
Right.
And one more time, the prosecutor says, "How about a $50 fine?" I said, "No."
How about a $50
how about a
gift card to
fine?
Mission
Yeah,
Barbecue or
exactly.
something?
So they said, "No, you need to dismiss it, or let's go see what a jury thinks about this."
Right.
So they dismissed it at that point.
Okay.
And that was what they call without prejudice, which just
Okay.
means without any kind of prejudgment, they can bring the charges back. Usually when charges are brought back, it's for something like they've gathered more evidence.
Okay.
So we don't have enough evidence to prosecute now, but we found something a few months later, and now we're coming
Okay.
back at you. So they dismissed it, and then I put out a press release. I went on with Dan Gaffney, went on a couple other radio shows and talked about it, and how it was unconstitutional and just an unlawful arrest, just unlawful all around, and that the state, using those plea agreements is trying to just bully people to get them to accept losing their rights. So did that, and then maybe 3 days later, got a call from the prosecutor saying they were refiling the charges.
Turn yourself in.
Yeah, no, not turn myself in, but that they were, I got a letter, I think 2 months later, actually saying, okay, now you have to go to court on this date for arraignment again. This is the second time now I was ordered to go to arraignment. Yep. And that was that just happened a couple weeks ago. It went to arraignment. Went in there prepared to plead not guilty and then actually give a motion to dismiss to the judge just on constitutional grounds.
Did.
That was the plan, but we didn't even get there. I showed up at court and we go into the courtroom, and the bailiff says, "Oh, no, we have to do this by Zoom." I said, "Well, I'm here." He said, "Here, come here." Takes me in a room right next to the courtroom, directly next to it. I'm in this little tiny room. The judge is in the room right next to me in the courtroom. The prosecutor's in another room across the hall, I think. And we're all Zooming. Makes a lot of sense.
This is a good use of
for sure. And
you're not making this up, are you?
I'm not making this up. And all I said was that I was there. I was never asked any questions by the prosecutor. Usually, they come in conference and at least try. I was expecting them to try to get me to take a plea deal or something again, but didn't hear anything. All I knew is 2 minutes later, and not only was that, but the Zoom was cutting out and freezing up.
Right.
But 2 minutes later, after sitting in there for 2 minutes, the bailiff came in and said, "Hey, your case was dismissed. You're good."
That was it.
And that was it. I said, "Okay, so why did you even refile the charges in the first place?"
Right.
So, which is yet to be, it's
yet to be addressed.
It's a mystery.
Wow.
It's a mystery. And this time they dismissed it with prejudice, meaning
which means they can't do it again.
Meaning they can't bring it back. So it's prejudged.
I got a feeling you're going to get a big letter of apology from the Dover police.
I hope so.
I'm serious.
It would be nice.
But I'm just saying because I think as this unravels and more of this comes to light, other people have experienced it. If they're not careful, you get 10 people together that have had this problem, this could be a class action lawsuit.
Yeah. Well, it should.
We're about out of time.
The emergency orders, they're unconstitutional, and this shows when you give people a little bit of power, they use it arbitrarily.
Right.
You gave them the power to just order people off the street, and boom.
I mean, planes flying, dropping pamphlets, and trucks with big. Where was that at? Where they did all that? D-Day or some? I mean, in other words, Germany, where they ride through the streets and got these trucks with big megaphones saying "Stay in your house" and no more. Listen, can you talk to me more after 9 o'clock?
I absolutely.
Would you be willing to?
Talk about young Republicans.
Oh, yeah, that's another good thing.
That's right.
Colin, you had a quick question. I got to get Jack Riddle ready.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say thank you to Sam
Chick. Yeah.
Because I don't know that anybody. I'm glad he was the one that they did this
Yes.
to, because I don't know that anybody else would have stood up and somebody. I might have even said, you know what? I'll take the $50 fine. I'm good. Let me out of here.
Right.
I just want to be done. But
I got a feeling before it's over, you're going to be amazed. I'm telling you, because this doesn't make any sense. I mean, in other words, and I sympathize for the police, me personally.
Likewise.
These people are being put in a position that they weren't trained for. It wasn't explained. We've never been in this territory. We're all in uncharted waters. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I just got a feeling, in other words, because that's not what you call real police work. In other words, they didn't sign up for that.
They didn't sign up for that, and I feel for it here. But what should have happened is he just should have said, "Hey, have a good night, sir." And
right.
And just went on his way.
Right.
Yeah, I did. When I
you weren't antagonizing them, though, were you?
After I was arrested, I did.
Okay.
After, not gonna lie. After I was arrested, I was heated. But I did ask him after he started placing me on arrest. I said, "Yo, really? You gonna go get the drug dealers 2 blocks over that way next? They're out there."
Right. No,
how about the guy who
would resist?
How about the guy who threatened me? Are you going to go arrest him for the very thing you're arresting me for right now, for being outside? He's still out there.
Right.
It made no sense at all.
Right. But that's why I say, because I'm positive they are not trained for this.
No.
So, all right, I got to let you go, but don't leave me, and we'll have you back on after 9. All right, more with Sam Chick after 9. So, folks, if you're listening on the radio, you don't want to miss the rest of this story, okay? What is next? All right, Jack Riddle is next. We're going to talk real quick about Dr. T, Peninsula Chiropractic Center. They are a great place, a great sponsor of the show. if you got chiropractic problems, if you've got a pain in your neck, your wrist, your arm, your shoulder, whatever, if you need chiropractic care, you need Peninsula Chiropractic Center, okay? They're located just outside of Seaford, right on Route 13, and it's called Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Dr. T, Dr. Bud, they know what they're doing. Whether you're an adult, whether you're a child, whether you got insurance, whether you want to pay cash, they can help you any way they can help you. So you give them a call, 302-629-4344, 302-629-4344, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. We're going to have Jack Riddle and we're going to have Chris Benjamin join us here in just a second. And we got a lot of things to talk about pertaining to Community Bank Delaware. We're going to talk a little bit to Jack and Chris now before 9, but we do need our radio audience. It's picture time, everybody. That way, I'm supposed to stop talking for just a second. That's just a second. Just a second. So anyway, I just want to say that if you want to watch more of the show, we got this bonus hour. We don't have enough time to get it all done by 9, so now we're staying on till 10. So we want to tell you that Jack and Chris will join us again after 10. Sam Chick is going to talk to us after 9, after 9, after 9, after 9. So anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Come back after 9 now. All right, so anyway, I'm just messing with you.
Well,
so what?
Well, you're going to, so the fact that it's late in the show, do we get paid more to be here, or how's this work?
Oh, no, you're going to get your 5 minutes.
Overtime?
Get
paid overtime.
Get that timer started.
Do I get a check today, or how's it work?
You get a check today.
Oh, good.
You're going to get a check next week.
Oh, wow.
You're going to get a check once a month, probably for as long as we all know each other. How's that?
I hope so.
You might get more than one check once a
I
month.
hope so. Well,
Listen.
we've been here a while. We had a great breakfast. We're
Did
over there
you?
hanging out with
All
all
right.
the folks. People are coming
Was
in.
Kevin
and-
Short giving you a hard time?
I don't know. I heard Kevin Short talking about Chris and I, and I'm not sure what you got. What were you? I didn't hear that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm sure
It was all good. It was all good. And
It
what
was all
wasn't good, we didn't mean to say.
Well-
How's that? We're going to apologize in advance without prejudice.
Well,
Okay, we won't do it again.
yeah,
All right.
This is a happening place.
It's a happening place.
Happening place, and they have good scrapple too. Susan,
Good
I had
scrapple. Did Chris eat anything?
Chris made.
Is that microphone on? Okay. Yes, that was 2 yeses.
Yes.
All right, so
But we're here
anyway,
to- can we talk about the bank?
sure.
Are you sure?
Community Bank
Delaware.
Delaware, okay?
Say it
The
in that
one
or-
and
say it
only.
in that order.
Yep, Community Bank. That's good. Say it
Say
in that order.
It's like
All
a
right.
dialing phone thing you come up with. Yeah. The reason we wanted to stop in today is this is a big year for our little bank.
Okay,
And I say little, but it's not so little anymore.
Let me
But,
guess.
But
you're going to have an anniversary.
yes, that's
You've
correct.
opened a new location also.
We moved a location across the street in Rehoboth.
You
we
did,
had a
didn't you?
little branch there, and people didn't really know what it was, and it was maxed out. So the board decided, let's get a real big branch.
But this is a brand new building.
It is a brand new
It
building.
looks kind of modern-y, state of the
modern.
art.
Yep.
Nice big glass front on it. Plenty
And
of
it-
parking. Free parking
And
at the bank
free
still?
parking, and it's got a massive video screen in there.
It does.
That Mid-South Audio put in. It's kind of really cool. I mean,
Yep.
even if you don't want to do banking with us, you should
Stop in and say
look
that.
at the screen.
Take a selfie with the
Take a
screen
selfie
in the background.
with the screen in the background. So yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
And we actually have Colin's Weather Channel on it.
Oh,
so you
really?
can watch
Very good.
You
That's
can watch
kinda
Colin's
cool.
weather on it, so that's kind of cool.
Right.
And while you're there, you can actually talk about banking services. That
Banking.
would be really cool.
Good local banking. I was explaining to somebody the other day the real advantages of dealing with a local bank is you get to talk to local people.
You do. Right.
You know, when you say my house is in Lewis, they don't say, oh, down there at Lou's.
Lose?
You know,
We
in other
get
words,
that we get that. Chris does a lot of business with folks from out of the area that are kind of moving here. We do a lot
Right.
of move here business.
Yes,
but if you deal with a banker that's from here, you want to know they know where you live
that is correct.
and how to pronounce names and things of
Yes.
that nature.
So do you know what year anniversary this is?
The
for our
10th.
bank? No.
The 10th.
15 years.
No way.
15 years. We
You started in that little gas
We
station.
started in that little gas station that
I remember that.
We had like, I don't know, it was a couple thousand square feet with 20 people, one bathroom. It was a hoot.
Right.
But now we have like real buildings and a lot of folks and 34 employees. but-
15 years.
15
Congratulations.
bathrooms.
8 bathrooms
Yeah, we have
in the
lots
new
of-
building?
we have lots of
Or is that
bathrooms,
between the two
No,
buildings?
just one.
No,
building.
no.
Wow, very good.
But it is an interesting and going back to why this whole thing started. It was all about not dealing with folks from out of state.
Right, 7
People-
stories off the ground, making decisions about people they don't
And-
even know who they are.
And it is different. I mean, we make we know Sussex County, we know Maryland, we go up in the Kent to follow our clients, but it's a different philosophy. You know, I'm not smart enough to make a loan in downtown Harrisburg. I'm
Right.
just not.
And
that
you're smart enough to know that.
But I think we know. I think we know Lewis. We know
Right.
Rehoboth. We know
Georgetown
Seaford, we
and
know
Milton.
Georgetown.
Bridgeville.
We know, and the bank has grown, not just because of Rehoboth and Lewis. We've got clients all over this country. We have clients in Bridgeville.
Yes, you do.
Do you know that? We
Yes.
have clients in
Some of them are
Bridgeville.
worth having.
Some. You can never have enough good clients.
That's
Jim.
right.
That's the way it works. So,
But they
yeah.
all have relationships with you, I notice. In other words, I talk to a lot of businesses, and they're like, there's a guy that we sit with on Friday mornings. It's just working hard to switch over. He's telling stories about the bank he was dealing with, forgot who he was. He don't even know anybody there. And, he wants to deal with a community-minded organization that cares about the community.
And we get this all the time, and Chris deals with this a lot, where people think because we're small, we can't do some of the things
Right.
that the big banks can do.
You can do it all.
And I would agree. If you're out there today and you need a $20 million loan, probably not your place.
Okay.
But anything from what, 500 up to a couple $1 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that. Chris fights this all the time that people think they have to go to a mortgage company to get a mortgage.
I know that.
And they don't.
And it
I mean-
costs so much more.
And Chris does mortgages every day.
Regular home mortgages.
Regular
home mortgages.
Refis too?
Refis, lot, construction.
Oh, you do
One-time-
construction loans. That's a big thing.
Yeah, construction, one-time construction, permanent. So
Okay.
you buy the lot, build, and close on the permanent all at one time.
That's
We do it
important.
all.
I know people that got a construction loan one place and then didn't have that other loan in place. And it was like a
Yes.
nightmare for them.
And it's
It
kinda
was like a
scary.
nightmare. Yeah, it was very
and
scary.
we don't let that happen. I mean,
Okay.
if we do a construction,
You have the regular
we have
mortgage.
the ability to
Correct.
do the mortgage.
Yep.
Excellent.
We won't do a construction loan for somebody that we.
Well, I
can't
think
do a
that's
permanent.
wise. I think-
I mean, why put them in a situation that becomes? I mean, the whole goal is home ownership. So let's get them through the phase. Let's get them on, get them closed. We don't want to put a client in this situation. That's when we talk about mortgages, some brokers don't have any of their own money.
Oh, right.
But we have a bank, so we have the ability if something is a little bit, I guess,
Goofy.
a term that doesn't meet the secondary market, we just hold the mortgage on our books.
Right. If it doesn't fit in a cookie cutter type thing,
correct.
you can still work with people.
And I think people don't understand that everybody plays by the same rules.
That is correct.
Right. There's no magic or
There's no-
anything.
The secondary market is the secondary market, and if you're selling into it and you're getting a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, the rules for Community Bank Delaware are the same as the rules for anybody else out there.
That is correct.
Isn't that right?
That is correct.
So what do they do? Somebody wants to talk to somebody at Community Bank Delaware about a home mortgage. Do they call? Do they come? How would you even start the ball rolling? Because to some people, that's their first loan they've ever got or their first big loan. What do they do? Like, what's the process?
Probably the best thing to do is call our office at 302-226-3333. Ask
Hold
for a
on.
lender.
226-3333.
Can you remember that?
Pretty
That's a
simple
good
one.
number.
Yes.
That's a good number.
We've had
226-33.
that from day zero.
So literally, they're not dialing a 1-800 number.
Nope.
They're calling a local
They are
number
calling our local office in Lewis and Rehoboth.
Yep.
And you get a person that answers the phone.
that lives here.
Yes.
I mean, this is breaking news. I mean,
You didn't even know that, did you?
I want to make sure people know because some of them are just young couples just getting started. Banking's intimidating to them, so they just pick up the phone, and the first giveaway is you're dialing a local number.
That is correct.
Okay.
true.
Somebody answers it, a human
Somebody
being?
answers it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Weird, huh?
Wow, weird.
The board made
and somebody from your area.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All of us live here. All of us go to church here. All of us,
Play ball
recreate
here.
We play little league.
Eat dinner
Well,
here, go to the
all-
movies here.
We do eat dinner a lot. Do you eat dinner?
Every
right,
day,
Every
yeah.
day. So, yeah, and it's exciting. It's just hard to believe. It's hard to believe it's 15 years. And,
Gosh,
and we
Jack,
started
I
in that-
remember when this started.
started in that little gas station. You're right, the Unimart. And we took out the gas pumps.
Didn't it
and we
have like
started-
orange on it or
No,
some
was
kind of
something
crazy
else.
stripes or something?
So, but yeah, and in celebration of all this, and this is a secret. Can you
Okay.
Can you keep a secret? with
Yes,
me?
and I have a very small,
Oh,
just a
there's
few
nobody
thousand
listening,
people.
Nobody listening. We're actually going to have a week-long celebration in May to really have a grand opening there at the new Rehoboth branch. Even though it's open,
Right.
we're kind of getting geared up, and we're going to have a little party.
Okay.
So that's going to happen the week of May 24th. There'll be more about that later, because I think we're coming back one more time. I think
You are.
You slot us
May
in again so we
22nd,
can
I think.
give you all the hot details on all that. But it's a different environment. And I came from a big bank.
Yes.
You know, you and I.
You know how
knew each
impersonal
other.
it can be.
We know it's different.
It's
That's all
different.
I can say. There is some. The big banks are great. They do special things. Ours just a little better.
Right.
Just a little
Okay. Can you
how far are we
guys?
over now?
Well, we're going to get cut off the radio here in a second. So I just want to say that I want to encourage people to follow us. So we're going to lose our radio audience at 9. So if you're listening on the radio, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to follow us, okay? So just switch right over to tvdelmarva.com. You can watch it right there. Or just go to James Weller on Facebook. You can watch it there. Or on YouTube, you can watch it there. Because from 9 to 10, we're going to talk some more with Jack and Chris about banking, mortgage, their grand, reopening or anniversary or whatever we're doing here. And we're going to do some stuff with Colin. It's going to be a lot of fun. Between 9 and 10 this morning, we're going to hear more about the life and times and the trials and tribulations of Sam Chick. That was kind of interesting. So I hear the music. So we're done. Lawrence, thank you very much. Thank you to my radio audience. Have a good, safe day. And we're going to continue on. tvdelmarva.com. Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, and Dan Gaffney is next. Boom. Colin, is it okay with you if we just roll right on, or why don't you come over and talk about, don't you got Hunter next? Okay. 5-10 minutes? Is that okay? Okay. You guys okay with staying?
Sure.
Or would you rather stand up and sit back down? So we're good.
Can I get back to you on that?
Yeah. So we're going to talk to these guys for a little bit. I'm going to talk to Sam a little bit, and then me and Colin are going to take the rest of the show, if that's okay with Colin. That's really what I'm asking. Is that all okay with you? I'm gonna talk to them a little bit, get Sam back on. You can join me with Sam if you want. We'll interrogate him together. Okay? Hint, hint. No. Anyway, that was a dig, sort of, in a way. All right. So anyway, Community Bank Delaware. So, oh yeah, we're on the air. We never left. Cool. We've not stopped. So all your facial expressions are on the air. So anyway, we're still live, and we're out there. If you're watching on TV, we need you to wiggle your ear. And that way we know that you're doing it. All right. So anyway, Community Bank Delaware. Can I hit one subject first?
Sure. It's your show.
This one.
This one.
This is a fundraiser for a family whose son
Correct.
Suffered a spinal cord injury.
Gather
so
for
they're
Gather.
having a big event.
At Hudson Fields.
And we got up with them and we wanted to make a donation, and they said, "Oh, you give it to the people at Community Bank Delaware." And I'm like, what a great example. Just what a great example of us. And I want to tell a real story. I know a lady whose trailer burnt down. And we had this little radiothon where I matched the amount of money people donated to buy her a new trailer.
Right.
And then people wanted to give more, and her bank was a big bank. We won't mention any names, but they couldn't do it. They couldn't let people just come in and get the money in the right place. You actually reached out to me and said, look, we can help with this.
We can.
People can drop a donation off at Community Bank Delaware. So that's what we've got here. You're stepping forward. You're doing what a big bank can't do or won't do. And you're basically, saying if you want to make a donation to Gather for Gavin, you can do it by dropping off a check or a donation at Community Bank Delaware, and you will get it to the right place.
Right. And
Which
this
is kind of nice because the parents are busy with their son in the hospital. And,
yeah, it's a real sad story. And
it is.
The folks from Hudson Fields, Julie, and
Yes, Chris.
Christian, they kind of
Christian.
came up with this idea, and
I'm
the folks
making
at
it.
Rise Gym are involved. And actually, it's like 5 bands all day long. It's the Sunday of the race. Whenever I can't remember the
I
date.
forgot when it is. But anyway,
But actually, not only
can
we
you look it up?
accepting donations,
Gather for Gavin on Facebook.
we're selling tickets at the bank too.
Okay.
So if you want to come,
They're only $10, I think.
$10.
Yeah.
$10.
So buy some and give them away.
And it's going to be a full day event, 5 different bands. They're raising money. They're doing a silent auction, try to help this family with dealing with all the medical expenses.
Right,
and stuff
because they
that
have
do.
health care.
Right.
It's just, this helps with hotel rooms and
Right.
gasoline, and we're missing work, and I don't think the mother is left,
I think you're right.
May 16th.
May 16th.
At Hudson Fields.
And that's a Sunday.
That's a Sunday, 2 to 6. All right,
So it's not going to rain. Never rains.
May 3rd,
It doesn't
okay.
rain on NASCAR weekend. It's a rule.
That's true.
So we can't have that.
All right.
So, but yeah, it's a big event. I'd encourage everybody to come out. It's only $10 to get, and we sell the tickets at the bank.
That's
If you
what I
want-
was. My point was, look at what your bank is doing for the community. Like you take it for granted because you do it every day. In other words, to you and Chris, this is what your bank is about. It's about the community, Community Bank Delaware. But to me, standing off on the sideline, I'm like, what a great thing for the bank to do and take their time and let the tellers help with it. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, we appreciate that, but you're right. I mean, this is why we started here. All the money we make stays here. All the money goes back into the community.
All your decisions are made here.
All the decisions. And that's why I tell people, I said, whatever we're doing, it happens in Lewis.
Right.
So,
Right.
and we have a great team of people that kind of get involved in all sorts of stuff. So, and we do give away. We sponsor a lot of stuff. And,
Yep, you do.
But our key to success in our modeling is we want the money to hit the ground.
Right.
We would much rather do something like this that makes a real difference for people's lives right here versus sending the money to like Chicago and
Right.
have it pay for offices out there. The whole mantra of our program where we give money away is we want it to hit the ground.
Right.
We just want it to hit the ground. And the way we do that is, we connect with people, and if they like the way we do business, it comes back.
Right.
It always comes back. I mean, you know
Right.
that, Jim.
It's full circle.
You have given a lot of money to a lot of things. How many times have I been here for Rotary?
Right.
You have
Right.
you have given so much time to Rotary. It's almost embarrassing. And but a lot of Rotary people now know who Jim Weller is. And they know about TV Delmarva. And they know about all that. So it all works. It all works for good.
Because we're all in the same business, folks. We're in the people business.
Right.
And that's what makes up our community. It's not
You're
the
right.
buildings or the glass or
absolutely
the electrical wires. It's the people,
That's exactly right.
All right.
So-
What else did you guys want to talk about?
What else do we want to talk about?
Do you want to give the date of our celebration?
The little party's going to be on May 24th.
May
I
24th.
think that's a Tuesday. I hope.
I think so. May
So,
24th.
We'll tell you more about that when we
It
come
is.
back.
It is. It's
But,
in May.
you
I
don't
know
need
that
to put
much.
it on your calendar, Jim. We're not inviting.
No,
you.
that's
just
okay.
kidding.
I'm just seeing when May 24th
Colin
is.
took your invitation. He took it.
May
off-
24th is a Monday. Do you want to move it to Tuesday?
No, it is a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
It is the party's on a Tuesday. May 24th is the week-long celebration. That's when it
Okay.
starts.
No problem.
So.
All right.
Yeah, we're real excited about it, and the team in Rehoboth.
Are you going to be giving away lollipops?
I think we give
I
away
can remember
lollipops
that
every
as a
day.
kid
We used
going
to
to the
have
bank.
cookie. We used to have cookies, but then they
I
got,
remember
they got
them
knocked out.
cookies.
Cookie Friday.
We
Yeah,
couldn't get them cookies that.
We used to have
Yes.
Big Cookie Friday, and that got COVIDed. But one afternoon,
Do
I
you remember
keep
them
asking
individual wrapped cookies I supplied you with?
No, they were. You
St.
bought-
Patrick's
you bought
Day
a-
or something?
You bought a tractor trailer.
Tractor
full of
trailer load of cookies.
But we gave every single one of them away.
And nobody complained.
Everybody, they loved them.
They were so well preserved.
Oh my gosh, they were great.
They were great.
They were great. So,
All right.
so just if you want, if any of this makes any sense to you about dealing with local folks, which that's what this show's all about. This
Right.
is local.
We
I
try.
don't know. I don't know how many people watch from New York City. I
Who
don't think
knows?
so. You never know.
We got a strong audience in Florida. I'll say
I
that.
didn't. Gallup's.
Yeah, Gallup. What's the name of that place down there? The
Vill-
Villages. There's a
yeah.
whole Weller Does Delmarva area in the Villages.
I believe that. So,
So.
we don't have a branch in the Villages. We just
Yet.
You
ain't gonna.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
You're going to stay local all
We're
the
just gonna
time.
stay local.
I'm looking for you to open one in Lincoln, Delaware.
Well, if somebody
That's the
just
next
had,
hot
if somebody
spot.
just had a corner spot
Corner
there
spot.
that wasn't leased to Stokely
Well, in
Materials.
6 years, I'll have one for you.
That's how long Ken's in there, huh?
For now, anyway. He's going to be there forever. That place looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Have you
well,
seen it?
I have seen it.
They got mulch piled up almost to the electric pole,
Well,
the electric lines.
Well, Ken Adams is not one to do something
In a
low
small
gear.
way.
It's either go or no go.
Right.
And when he
There's
goes,
pavers there.
Hold on.
Yes,
Hold
I
on.
agree.
They do a great business.
They need one on Route 13 in Bridgeville. I've been thinking they do anyway.
Do anybody has land out there?
I do. Only 16 acres.
Colin?
Could be a big one.
Yeah.
All right.
So, well, thank you very much.
Well, you
for
got
letting us
anything
on.
else? Are you done?
No, we're good.
You're
We
out of
just wanted to
time.
talk
I want you to get your money's worth. Well, now I have a question. This is for Chris.
Yeah, not for me.
Do you want any Vanderwins? I mean, do you even like ice
Do you
cream?
know how many kids he has?
How many?
You better get those cards ready, son.
Oh, we got them stacked up.
6.
Six kids. You got 6 kids?
Yes.
That's one. Man, I bet you enjoyed that stimulus check. I bet that stimulated things. 4, 5, 6, and then one 2. Is that all right?
Oh my gosh.
Fine.
All right. Now, how about you there, Pop-Up?
No, you keep your.
You want any for the grandkids?
No, gosh, because then they'll have to take them there. No.
1. What? I got to think. Is there 3 or 4 grandchildren?
Don't I get one?
No. Susan can have one.
Oh, then that's 4. That's fine.
Okay. I'll give you 1, and then 1 for your 2 daughters, and then 1 for their husbands.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to give these.
That's it. Oh! I want you to give these 2 to Helen.
Helen.
Oh, yes.
Will you make sure one of the
Here,
2 of
better
you?
take
Oh,
these.
yeah.
Yeah, please. Okay.
Well, thank you.
There
and,
was a Helen
Yes, I
in there
appreciate
somewhere today. By golly,
Well, we all know Helen runs the bank.
she does,
And if
and
you-
she
and
knows
and
it
she
too.
knows it too. That's exactly right. So
She's a good
but,
gal.
yeah, Chris and I get to be the face and run around and do that, but Helen's always back at the office.
Without her?
And she's in Laurel. She's a Laurel girl.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get her over here. Buy her some French fries at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, she likes French fries.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
We
Keith.
done?
Yes.
Yep.
See you guys. Thanks a
Community
lot.
Bank Delaware. Stop in and see us. Check us out. on the
I am
web.
honored to have you on. I really, truly am.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Excellent.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you. All right. See you guys. All right. Now we're gonna finish with Sam Chick. Do you want to join me, Colin, or no? Okay. Oh, he doesn't want to be seen with Sam. Doesn't want any part of this. So, all right. So we'll have Sam. Just as far as your legal things, I'm just saying to you, in my opinion, I do believe all these new orders and things like that are just a little different for everybody. That's all. I just think they are. And I'm saying some people get caught up in the moment. Next thing you know, everybody said more than they maybe needed to say or put handcuffs on it. I'm just saying because
know.
I think because I personally I feel very bad for our governor. In other words, he is gonna, as his life moves on, he was responsible for deaths of people, not responsible for their death. But this is the first time family members have died alone, not being able to say goodbye to loved ones, hold their hand, hug them, kiss them, tell them they love them, and it's on him. And I just feel I grieve for him.
sad.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
of
tragic.
all the things that the governor has done for Delaware, I feel bad for him that as he gets older and has grandchildren, and this becomes more thought about, you know, that thousands of people throughout Delaware passed away in a nursing home or a hospital or wherever, and they just had to do it alone.
Yeah,
because
it's
somebody
tragic.
could have, right, that a
Tragic.
person could have played a role in that. Not you can't prevent death. I mean, they wouldn't have died alone, is what I'm saying. There could have been something thought of, and that's my biggest takeaway for the whole COVID thing for Delaware, is that, because that's as close to the grave as you're going to get. You know, just saying
I
you
had-
can't go see your
there-
loved ones. You know,
I had personal friends, have many friends whose their grandparents passed away. One good friend, her mother passed away, and she couldn't be there in the hospital.
imagine that.
That's
I mean,
sad.
you've lived your whole life with these people in your life, and because of one person's rules,
They
you can't
ended up bringing her home.
to
Just
let
saying,
her die
You
at
know what?
home.
Just
right.
saying, you know what? No, we're not going to let her die alone. Bring her
Right.
home.
Yeah.
And it's sad because
Right.
it shouldn't be that. It's just an overreaction. Such
Yeah.
an overreaction.
And that's what I'm trying
And
to
it's
say in
tying-
general. You know,
we lost the
we lost sight of
principles. Put the Constitution first and
Right.
put liberty first.
Why, right.
And operate in that framework. And we lost that because people were scared and the media was doing everything it could to whip up
Right.
the frenzy. It just really, there needs to be a lot of reflection on
Right.
this. And
I agree, it's horrible.
I believe people have.
But I feel bad for Mr. Carney. I just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, at the end of the day, when he sits back and says, you know, gosh, I was in charge. I could have made a difference. You know, all those people, you know, did not get to say goodbye to their loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
and I could have challenged that. I could have done something about that, and I chose not to.
Yeah.
You know,
and you
that's
see the difference in you see states that really were strict, and you saw states that let people make their own choices.
Right.
And was there a difference in outcomes? No. Same thing happened in both
right.
both
People
places.
lived, people
So,
died. You know,
in my opinion, all of that for nothing.
right.
You restricted a lot of people's rights, did a lot of damage. I mean,
Well,
the,
that's-
the kids haven't been in school for more than a year.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
Who wants to be in a society with uneducated people who, they lost out on a year of
Right.
learning? That is going to affect us for a long, long time. This is a generation now that has a huge gap in their education,
Mm-hmm.
and we're all the worse off for it.
Right.
And finally, they're saying put them back in school.
Yeah.
You have, the Democrats who have been so scared to say anything against this hysterical narrative. Finally, a few of them coming out in Delaware. The Republicans have been on it. Democrats, who just had Bill Bush come out, he's a representative in Dover, and Andrew Bennett, and they both finally came out and said, let's get them back in school.
Yeah.
Okay, it's nice to hear that, guys, finally. But, hey, this is...
A little late.
Yeah, little late.
Little
late.
slow
The
on the
damage is
uptake.
done.
Yeah.
The damage is done. I just want to say...
Delaware Young
Republicans, for our Sussex County audience here, there's a meeting. This is for Republicans, 18 to 40. Come on out, get involved. There is a lot of bad stuff going on in our state government, unconstitutional actions. You need to get involved. Republicans, 18 to 40. Sussex County Young Republicans have their next meeting this Wednesday, April 28th, 6:30 p.m. at Grotto's in Millsboro. So come on out.
The new Grotto's in Millsboro.
That's right.
So
Come out.
there's a
Come
meeting
on out.
room there, or a big room, and no charge to come out?
No charge.
Order
Just
food
come
if
out.
you
Yeah,
want,
come out, order food, have some drinks.
Okay.
Just fellowship. We're going to talk about some things that we
What
can
is
do.
this
as
age
Republicans.
group? 18 to what?
18 to 40.
Is the
18 to
young
40 is
Republicans.
Young Republicans.
Okay.
Yeah. So 18 to 40. And if you don't fall in that category, you can get involved too. Reach out to your regional committee, the Sussex County Republican Committee, or Kent or Newcastle, wherever you are. Reach out to them and tell them you want to get involved. There are local committees, precinct committees, there are representative district committees. We need people to get involved.
Right.
You know why Republicans lose in Delaware? Because we're out organized.
Right.
I've been doing this for more than a decade now, and that's all it is, plain and simple. We're out organized, we're out funded. We need you to get involved.
To get
Come on.
involved. We need you, like that poster
That's right.
says. We
Exactly.
need you. And you are essential.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I have
In
one
other
of those signs in front of my store.
Really?
That's right.
I
All
saw
businesses
that.
are essential.
Yeah, all
That's right.
businesses are essential. Well, Sam, is there anything else you want to talk about?
If you just want to do a quick political roundup, there's
Okay.
here's some important bills people should know about. Are Senate Bill 3 and Senate Bill 6 have been passed by the Delaware Senate. These are unconstitutional firearms bills that really restrict the right to bear arms. One of them introduces a permitting system.
Okay.
So that means you have to go. It's taking what was a right and converting it into a privilege. You're going to go and have to go pay to get a permit to go buy a gun. That's
Really?
Yes, and that has passed the Senate. So it's up. You need to contact your representatives in the House, Republican, Democrat, all of them, and tell them not to pass these bills, SB 3 and SB 6. The permitting bill, that just places such a barrier in the way of people protecting themselves. It's outrageous that they would even
Wow.
consider doing this.
And what else is going on?
What else? SB 6, so that's a magazine bill that makes limits magazines to no more than 17 rounds. They call them high capacity. They're standard capacity magazines that are 30 rounds. There are many of them. That's
okay.
if you own any modern sporting rifle, you have 30 round magazines. So they're going to criminalize a huge portion of society with this magazine bill, with the permit bill, because guess what? If you don't have the money to go buy a permit and pay, and it's not just permitting, but also you're going to have to go through all these classes. And by the way, somebody signs off on it. So maybe the chief of police in your area signs off on it. So if the chief of police doesn't like you, say, you know what, Jim Weller, he's been a pain in my neck.
Right.
I'm not going to sign off on this. So they're introducing all these arbitrary restrictions and violations of the Constitution. SB 3, SB 6, contact your representatives and tell them to vote no on those bills. There's some other important bills going through. The SB 15 is the minimum wage bill, and that has also passed the Senate.
Wow.
So contact your representatives about that, because that's going to make it harder to employ people. It's going to make people at the lowest part of the economic ladder who are trying to get started, it's going to make it harder for them to find work. It's going to put a big burden on small businesses. It's going to cause prices to rise. We are in a free market, free enterprise system, and it works. It makes us the best in the world. So let's
Right.
not get away with that. Get
away
do
from
with
it.
that. Exactly. You see what happens in these, in these cities where they put these bills in. It's impossible for people to live there now. It's so expensive.
Right.
So there's some other important bills going through. Those are the ones really to highlight. SB 3, SB 6. Please contact your representatives. Tell them to vote no.
And then when was the Young Republicans getting together?
It's April 28th, this Wednesday coming.
This Wednesday.
At the Millsboro Grottos.
All right, everybody's welcome. That
Yep,
is
everybody's
ages
welcome.
18 to 40.
18 to 40, come on out, get involved.
Do they have to be a Republican, or can they just be somebody
If they're
that's
interested, no, if you're just interested, come on out.
Okay.
Come on out. If you see what's happening in the state of Delaware and you don't like what the government is doing here, come on out, because guess
Right.
what? It's not going to change without action.
Right. But you don't have to do anything other than you're going to meet some people, hear some
Yep.
things, and decide how much further you want to get involved.
Exactly. And we meet, and what else do? We go out, we help on campaigns, help get people elected, knock
Right.
on doors. Right now there's some, we just participated in a rally a week ago up at the old Newcastle Courthouse, which was the
Okay.
original seat of the Delaware government,
Okay.
where they voted for independence. It was a super historical area, very cool.
Right.
And we had a rally for the Second Amendment there,
Okay.
a rally against that SB3 and SB6.
Wow. Well,
So
good job.
it's, there's a lot of stuff to do, and we can use the help. So please come on out.
All right. I'm going to let you go.
All right, sir.
I'm going to ask you a
Thanks for having
question
me on.
about ice cream.
Ice cream, yes.
Are you an ice cream guy?
Oh, I love ice cream.
All right. I'm
I
going to give
especially
you.
love Vanderwyn ice
Do you
cream
really?
from a young Republican named Jesse Vanderwyn.
You know that guy?
I know that guy.
All right.
That's
And
right.
if I gave you one for your mom and dad, would you take
Oh,
one?
absolutely.
Okay.
Grandma needs one too.
All right. Well, there you go. How's that?
Thank you.
Is that good?
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
having me on.
much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
appreciate
you
it.
hanging out with us, okay?
Thank you.
All right. See ya. All right. Now, Colin Walls and I are going to spend the rest of the show together. We're going to talk about some different things. And I think at 9:30, we're going to take your phone call. Who is? Oh, is he really good? Okay.
Brian?
Good. Oh, yeah. This is somebody going to call after 9:30.
Okay.
For the free spots.
Free
plug.
plugs?
This
Yes.
is an I'll explain it when he
Are
calls.
these hair
but-
plugs, Jim?
No, these are eyeglasses.
Oh.
Eyeglasses. Great guy. Brand new business in Milford, and really trying to make a difference.
Wow, very good.
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 So he's going to call for a free plug. So
Okay.
Good job. Good. All right. So Colin, I'm sorry to mess you up at your 9 o'clock.
That's okay.
but You
That's
want to?
okay.
What do we want to do
It's
next?
only my TV station.
That's
you do
right.
whatever you want.
Okay.
So I believe this could be Hunter calling.
Hunter,
in here.
okay.
Yeah. So we're going to play his video, but we're going to have
Have him
we're going to have him
narrate.
talk about it. Hunter, is that you?
Yes, it is.
How are
Hunter,
you doing?
Can you explain to us? So we're going to watch a video here, and it's about the National Weather Service. They've changed up a few things with the storm warnings and the designations. Can you kind of give us a quick synopsis of what this video is about?
Yeah, so beginning in the next 4 days, the National Weather Service is going to be changing how they issue severe thunderstorm warnings to match with the same aspect and tagging as tornado warnings and flash flood warnings to increase public safety and prevention of loss of life and property damage occurring in high-end severe weather events.
Okay, so yeah, they've changed a few of the things up. So we're going to see a video about this. And is there anything we need to keep in mind as we watch the video, Hunter?
Well, the video is pretty self-explanatory. It's just when it's in effect on April 28th, if you receive one of these kind of new alerts that you're used to for a severe thunderstorm warning, you're going to think to yourself, that's different.
Yep.
But the video will be a great description of what could happen if one of these kind of warnings gets issued.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Hunter. And I really appreciate you doing these videos, for educational purposes for our viewers. And you're doing a great job. Channel 14.4 looks fantastic, and it's working really well.
And he cares.
He absolutely cares. He's a hardworking dude.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hunter. Take care.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right.
See ya.
So now we're going to roll this clip.
We're going to roll this video, and it'll
Pay
be just,
attention,
a little
folks.
explanation of these things.
Right. This is important to know. Roll it again.
Well, hello everybody, this is Hunter from Delmarva WX. Beginning April 28th, 2021, we are going to be seeing some changes with severe thunderstorm warnings issued by the National Weather Service. But what is a severe thunderstorm warning anyway? Well, that is any thunderstorm producing winds in excess of 58 miles per hour or higher, or hail to 1 inch in diameter, which is about the size of a quarter. That is for all severe thunderstorm warnings. But beginning on the 28th, we're going to be adding 3 tags to those severe thunderstorm warnings. And that is base, considerable, and destructive. These tags follow suit to tornado warnings and as well as flash flood warnings issued by the National Weather Service, giving specific tags based on the damage threat expected with those storms. So let's break it down for you. So let's start off with the base warning. Base warning is your typical severe thunderstorm warning, just like before, with winds in excess of 58 miles per hour, or the hail the size of quarters, or a combination of both. So nothing will change from your standard severe thunderstorm warning. Is when we start getting into what we call the considerable tag. That's when winds in excess of 70 miles per hour or hail larger than the size of golf balls can produce considerable damage to lives and property, in effect of whole trees being down, structural damage, or breaking out windows because of the large hail. This will get a considerable tag in those warnings. But the biggest change is going to be the destructive tag. Destructive tag in a severe thunderstorm warning will come up if winds are expected to be at least 80 miles per hour or higher, or hail larger than the size of baseballs. This will cause absolute destructive damage and potential loss of life during these events. One of the biggest changes to the destructive tag is the potentially life-saving aspect. You will be notified on your cell phones when one of these warnings are issued, just similar like a tornado warning or a flash flood warning for your area. Reason being, with these kind of credentials for anything over 80 miles per hour or baseball-sized hail, can produce destructive, life-threatening conditions for your area. So, thanks to the public safety from NOAA, be able to issue alerts straight to your phone will cut down the percentage of fatalities during these very high-end severe thunderstorm warning events. So those are the big changes coming up on April 28th, and it's going to be, my opinion, a very, very good change indeed, especially for people who don't really take severe thunderstorm warnings as seriously as like a tornado warning, unfortunately. So with those changes going forward, you will see those warnings with us here at TV Delmarva and Delmarva WX.
Wow, that was very informative.
Very informative.
Very informative. But were those were those his?
Everything you saw on there was his. He created the graphics, everything.
Have you ever seen a golf ball sized piece of hail?
No, I have not. I don't think I have.
Have you, Tracy?
No, he didn't make those things up. That's from the National Weather Service.
Okay.
But you're talking about the graphics. They were all,
the whole thing.
Hunter created all the graphics.
Yeah, he did fantastic. In other words,
he always does.
And that's the channel that somebody can sponsor.
Yes, there is a sponsorship. So
that would be. I mean, in other words. And that's Hunter. So that's the guy that was on the phone with us,
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
And
so and they can bring Delmarva WX TV channel up on here, and we'll show it in just a minute.
Okay.
Once they get it up, channel 14.4. And if you want to look yourself too, if you're thinking of advertising on it, go to tvdelmarva.com, click the Watch Live Feeds button on the top left-hand corner, and then you'll see all four of our channels.
Can we do that in a minute?
Yeah, we can do that right now.
Okay,
Actually, we're doing it right now.
I mean, because we say the word advertise, we say the word here's what you can get, but I mean, what are we really talking about?
Here's our website, tvdelmarva.com.
Okay.
Going to click the Watch Live Feeds button right there.
Okay.
This is going to load. Now here's all our channels. There's channel 14.1. Keep scrolling. There's channel 14.2.
Okay.
Here's 14.3.
Okay.
And now here's this. So he's just going to click the play button. It loads pretty quick. Boom.
It sure did.
Yeah.
So, and this is changing all the time.
Exactly. So, yep, there he goes. He's got a full screen now. So, what you're gonna get as far as a channel sponsor, one of the things is over there where it says follow our social media.
Right.
You're gonna get that block right there. Now underneath, so you're gonna get to about the bottom of where the Instagram, the bottom one is there.
Okay. So those other things will still be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything else will be there. The bottom right, the empty space at the bottom, is actually reserved for alerts. So we've got little maps that come up whenever we get an alert from the National Weather Service. So that's where that'll be. So this is what you get right here. You're the sponsor.
A business's business name would be right there.
Yeah. So
all
you
the
have
time.
your phone number exactly. The whole time that the weather portion is on.
Right.
Now you'll see it'll.
So
go
in
to
a
news.
15-minute increment, how long is this up? 3 minutes?
3 minutes for a 15, actually 6 minutes in a 15-minute increment right now. So you'll get that full 6 minutes, but it's really only a 3 minute.
Okay.
And then immediately following that will be your commercial.
Oh, like the whole screen will be your commercial.
Right.
A
Immediately
30-second
following.
commercial.
Yeah. Once that 3 minutes is done, you get, and that's 2 times per half hour. So you get 6 minutes per half hour.
Okay.
Plus you get the 2 commercials per half hour.
Okay.
This is a lot of exposure. I mean, a lot. And, you know, it's pretty much a thank you for sponsoring that channel and being the channel sponsor.
Wow. So
Yeah.
a business, first of all, the name of their business is over to the right.
Right.
When something else is on the screen pertaining to weather, their ad is over on the right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then-
What's up now, Colin? Is it still the weather up now? Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and bring it back up. If you
So
want.
so over to the right
Mm-hmm.
for 3 minutes, your logo or whatever you want will be over there.
Yes.
Okay. Then in a moment or so, there will be a break from what you see on the left, the big part of the screen, and a regular TV 30-second commercial plays.
It'll cover the entire screen. Yeah. So
Okay, it
all of this
covers
goes
everything.
away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Now the scroll down the bottom, you see that?
Right.
So see, there you go. There's a commercial.
That's a
right there.
commercial.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can change off of that now.
Okay.
So now you'll have 2 minutes of ads.
Okay.
That you'll see. And then, but that one right there would be yours. That
Okay.
first ad. So people are still, watching. A lot of people don't want to be the middle ad. Or
Right,
not a lot,
okay.
but some people don't want to be the middle ad. But the first ad after it ends. That's the most
The
viewed.
most
ad.
prominent one.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Wow.
So so
So
that's
that's for
is
sale.
available.
That's like a monthly thing. You would like them to commit to 6 months to a year.
It is a 6-month commitment, minimum 6 month
Okay.
commitment. We'd love for you to commit for a year, but we'll take 6
Right.
months for it, because it is a pretty big deal to have that.
But that would be branding. That would be somebody that
Yes.
says, I don't want to change it. I don't have weekly or daily specials. I just want them when they think of such and such, they think of me.
Exactly.
When they think of such and such,
Yep.
they think of me.
Yep.
That's
And-
branding.
Now, and you could run several different ads there in
Yes,
that
you could.
spot.
Yep, yep.
So, and if you wanted to change it, you could change it weekly if you have different weekly specials.
That's true, right.
But, it is a TV ad, so,
And you can help somebody make the ad. In other words, you've got a team of people
Absolutely.
that will come out that you charge for
Yep.
the ad, but they help you. Like if you've never made one in your life or you don't know what to say or do, they'll help guide you through the process.
Definitely, yeah. And
Okay.
they can do it for you.
They can do it for you.
Right,
Meaning,
yeah, so they
if you
can
don't
make
want to
the
do
ad.
nothing but stand there and look pretty. they
Right,
can
or
do
if
it.
you just want somebody else to stand there and look pretty.
Right.
They've got actors, they've got voiceover people.
They could look like they're customers standing at the counter.
Exactly. Or you could have your
Okay.
own customers, if somebody wants to.
Okay.
Yeah, so many possibilities. And I would turn that over to the creative team.
Right.
Because that is not my specialty.
I would put it out to business people that would wear their shirt with their name on it in the
Yeah.
commercial.
Yep. We have
Now,
a call.
It's 9:30. Is this the news thing we're going to do for 30 minutes? Caller, are you there?
Hey, how are you?
Real good. How are you?
I'm well.
Brian, how are you doing today?
I'm well, my friend. How are you?
Good. So we are going to take a minute and just give you a free plug. We're live here on TV and Facebook and YouTube. And let's talk about, your name is Brian. I mean, I know you, but I'm going to talk like I don't know you. Is that okay?
Right.
And
great.
you've opened a new optical center right there by Starbucks in Milford. Is that right?
Yes, sir. We're right next to Starbucks, AT&T, and Citizens Bank.
And in the same parking lot as Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely.
So you're in a good neighborhood.
Yeah, we have some pretty good co-tenancy here. We have a lot of people that come by our store every single day.
And so you don't do eye exams, but you sell eyeglasses. Is that right?
So, yeah, temporarily, we don't have a doctor, but we're actually working on a contract with one now.
Oh.
So shortly, within the
Okay.
next month or two, we should have a doctor on staff.
Wonderful.
Currently, we sell eyeglasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses.
Okay, now I personally came there with a gentleman who needed some glasses, and he could be difficult, but he wasn't that day. But anyway, you were very kind. And then my daughter, I told her about it, and she came in with my grandson, and he really enjoyed his interaction with you, in other words. And so, first of all, beyond the great selection and your great prices, friendliness. Friendliness is the key thing that I think you exuberate there. Is that a fair statement?
Man, first of all, I appreciate the kind words, but absolutely. I mean, we're really about taking care of people, which is something that's not really found much in our industry. But we are all about the community. We're all about the people, and I absolutely love taking care of your family.
Yep. And what I experienced was it wasn't like a normal place where it's just an employee making blank blank per hour and I got to do this job. You want to get to know people. You want to make sure they're happy and you want to make sure things fit. So can't get that online and you can't get that at the big box store.
No, I mean, you said it the best. You know, we're really about this community and we're about relationships. I mean, relationships that are generational. We don't want to just take care of you. We want to take care of your children and your children's children and so far and, so long. And we're a family-owned business. So, when I'm finally done working at some point, my daughter will take this business and she'll be taking care of her family. So,
Wow.
It's really all about personal relationships, personal interactions.
Excellent. So you sell, so a person needs a prescription. Is that correct?
Right. As for now, they do. They'll bring their prescription in, and we'll take their prescription. We have over 1,000 frames in stock. We've got every major brand. We've got value. We've got every price selection under the sun. And they would bring their prescription in, and we would fit them and find them something that's going to suit their personal vision needs.
Wow. So what are your hours?
We open every day except for Sunday.
Okay.
We open at 9 a.m. every single day.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we're open until 6.
Ooh, okay.
Tuesday and Thursday we're open until 7 p.m.
Okay. And does any insurances work with you?
Absolutely. We take a wide selection of insurances. We're an open access provider. And what's really interesting about that is most of the big boxes, they won't take your insurance and have a sale running because they're not allowed to do that.
Gotcha.
With us, we can use your insurance, and we can also give you a sale if there's one going on at the time. So you can kind of double dip.
Wow.
Shopping here and shopping local. It just helps the community.
Wow. And you seem very active. I see you doing some Facebook Lives and posting pictures of some of the people that come in. And you're connected. We go to church together, United Church DE, I think they call it. Are you going to go to the Milford Church or the Dover Church?
So we're currently at Dover, but my family will be moving to the Milford location.
Okay.
Which opens May 9th, right next to the brand new movie theater. So I think it's called the Milford 9. We are launching on the 9th of May, right on Mother's Day. So it's going to be an exciting time. But yep, we will absolutely be there. My wife and I are both team leaders at United Church, and my daughter's an experienced leader at United Church.
Well, so if somebody wanted to meet you that don't need glasses, they could meet you at Movies 9 at United on the 9th.
Yep, absolutely.
At probably 9:30. So, anyway, anything else you want to say? Do you want to give out a phone number or Facebook? Give us all your contact stuff.
Yeah, our phone number is 302-503-7421. You can find us at Icon Optical on Facebook. We're currently building a website. And just as a shameless plug, today we're doing a buy one, get one 50% off. So if you buy one pair of prescription glasses, you get one 50% off today. And that's going to run to the end of today. And we're open until 3 o'clock today.
Let me say what today's date is because people watch this show later. The 24th of April, 2021. That's buy one pair, and then the second pair is half price?
That's correct.
You got that from the shoe stores, didn't you? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. All right, Brian. Well, I'm going to say thanks for calling in. I hope you get something out of this, okay?
Thanks, Jim. Thanks a lot. And we appreciate the time you took with us today. So you just have a blessed day.
You too, my friend. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, for our audience, this is something we're doing today only. Free plugs. So there's a business called in, got to plug his business, talk about what he does. So if you're watching right now, this offer ends in a few minutes. So pick up the telephone right now and dial 302-422-7336.
We're even going to put that phone number on the screen here in a minute.
7336, okay.
Yep.
422-7336. So call right now. Two things. You could call for two things. One, to put a plug in for your business or your organization. Two, if you've got something to sell, a car, a truck, a boat, a plane, a riding lawnmower, a weed whacker, or a pile of sailboat fuel. Whatever you've got, if you want to put a plug in, call me right now. This is something we don't normally do. We're just opening up the phone lines. It's 302-422-7336. Call right now. I'd love to talk to you and talk about whatever you own that you want to sell or whatever you got that you do for a living. It's free advertising today and today only. So give me a call right this minute if you would. 422-7336. The phone line is open. Now, Weller's Utility Trailers is open today. They tell me we're busy. Chuck Creighton has took the day off. So, Chuck, if you're watching, I hope you enjoy the day. In other words, I think he's doing something with his daughter and ball and so on. He's very active with these ball teams. All right, today my grandson Brody has his first Little League game there at Bridgeville, at the Bridgeville Library. There's some ball fields there, and he's actually on the Wellers team. Imagine that. So anyway, I'm going to go check that out. We've had a very busy morning, lots of things going on, and we welcome your phone calls. So it's 422-7336. Even if you don't have a business or have something to sell and you want to say good morning, feel free to do that. 422-7336. Now we're inside the Laurel Junction. We're right here inside of Chef Fred's Cafe. They've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, 7 days a week. Okay? Great quality food. Good food fast. Not fast food, but good food fast. They had some breakfast specials. They've got lunch. You can dine in. You can have a seat. You can get it to go. Now, Laurel Junction is open today, and it's a big place, and there's all kinds of stuff inside the building, outside the building. There's vendors out there. For $20, you can get 4 tables for a day, and you can empty your garage or your warehouse or whatever, bring all your stuff, lay it out. Just give Diane a call or just stop in and see Diane. It's 302-841-5864. Now, I want to remind you, you're watching on TV Delmarva. TV Delmarva. And it's a new local TV station. And you hear Colin talk about all the different things. And he's personally very, very focused on making the TV station better, making it bigger, giving you good programming. But somewhere in there, he would like to sell some advertising.
Yes,
okay?
I would.
And
Lots of places in there, not just somewhere.
And he has a couple people that are doing it. They were getting everything together. They are ready to wait on you. They are ready now. You could give a call, talk to Colin. He'll have one of them stop by and see you or send you stuff or email you stuff or whatever. So I do want to encourage that if you're watching and you're listening and you're saying, I've never advertised. I'm telling you something. This is a good bang for the buck. Very, very affordable. No high-pressure salespeople, and you're also supporting something that's a movement. You're part of a movement. This station is growing. It's developing more by the week. You just heard Brian call in for the free plug for his business. It's another thing that the radio or the TV station is doing. So you got any questions? In fact, if you want to, can they call on
They can call now if they have any questions right now, yes.
Like right on the regular line?
302-422-7336. Call that number. Now, we got another video here we're going to play. This is actually Rob Petrie did the news yesterday. So this is the news segment from yesterday, but it talks about Michael Sprouse's show coming up here, too.
That's right.
So we're going to play that. It's about 3 minutes, so let's take a look at that.
So if you call
quick.
And we answer the phone, just hold on, okay?
Yeah, you
we'll
should
get
hear
to
this
you in just
play.
a couple minutes.
Exactly. Yep. Roll it, guys.
More news, more often. This is Newsnet. Here are the latest local headlines.
Good day, Delmarva. Reporter Rob Petrie here with today's Sussex County News Update. Delaware public health officials are ready to resume administering Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines once the CDC gives the green light. The vaccines were put on a nationwide pause after there were at least 6 reports of rare blood clots in patients who received the shots. The state currently has around 5,000 doses of J&J.
All right.
Okay.
Now that's an example of a pause.
Yeah, so we were actually streaming that from Facebook where we had posted it yesterday. I should have downloaded it and done it. So is it back?
It's a great example of technical difficulties.
Exactly. Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, so there's that.
So there's that. But,
anyway.
But, you know, this is another thing about how it's all so real and so localized and so on. That's Rob Petrie. He really did finish it. But that's how it rolls.
Right.
I mean, we're just normal people. You're just trying to get a TV station going. It's already going.
Yeah, so we've got a studio in Georgetown. We've got a studio in Lincoln as well. So Lincoln is a radio studio, and that's probably where our music channel is going to originate from. So And we plan to possibly add more music channels for different styles of music as it goes along.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yep. And that's where he really does need to sell some ads. Because I know Colin's interest is mainly the programming. He loves it.
Yeah,
The
well, yeah, and the
electronics,
technical stuff,
making it
yeah,
happen,
yep.
the technical stuff. What he would really like is for people to step up and buy some ads.
Right.
But he's not just selling ads. It's not even about selling an ad.
Right.
You want this TV station to benefit the viewers and the audience and the listeners.
Well,
In
yeah,
other
and that's
words,
why we add stuff and why
the
we have things.
advertisers,
That's
so-
why we have news. That's why we have local shows, you know.
Right.
If not, we could just put on network programming and just,
not even
and
worry
just
about
run
it.
with it. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, we put a lot of effort into it and work every week into this TV station.
What comes on at 10 o'clock today?
10 o'clock is going to be, there's no Studio J today, so
Okay.
10
What
o'clock
is
is
it gonna
going to
be?
be some network programming.
Ooh, here we go. Leg
I
wrestling.
think it's a dog show.
A dog show.
Hang on.
That's a
I'll
pretty
find
good
out here in a
thing.
minute.
All right. I could have had you a cat show
Well,
yesterday.
Let's do exactly what anybody else to do. Let's go to tvdelmarva.com.
And we're going to look
Our
at the
schedule is right there.
Show
So
me
it's
how this
right at the
works.
top
I
of the
want to see
page.
this.
Yeah,
okay.
let's see all of it.
This
Let's
is
go to TV
this is a
Delmarva.
tutorial this morning.
Yes.
But if you got any questions
Maybe
or
even
you
a
just want to
three-torial.
talk to us, what did you call it?
A three-torial.
A three-torial.
Yeah, I one-upped you.
422-7336.
So click those
okay.
OKs right there. So that's what
Now-
you need. So there's OK
Now,
privacy policies.
if you go to tvdelmarva.com or on your Roku device or your Amazon Fire device, is that right? You'll see all this?
No, tvdelmarva.com.
tvdelmarva.com.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that's for everybody. It's free, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah,
Okay.
we want to see what's on at 10 o'clock. So right now, Weller Does Delmarva on. So 10 o'clock is Wonderama. So that's a kid's show.
Okay.
And then you have Biz Kids after that. And then that's when
Coastal
Coastal
A&E.
A&E with host Michael Sprouse
Excellent.
comes on.
There's the dog thing.
There's the dog thing. Yep.
What's it say? Dog what?
Dog Tales. Dog experts
Tales.
and dog lovers share information about maintaining the health, training, grooming, and care of their canine friends, all sizes, shapes, and breeds.
Really?
Yes.
So no matter what kind of shape your friend is in, you can all enjoy
Yeah,
the show.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So it's all right here. You know, that's
And that's
where-
all free programming.
all free over the
All right,
air.
your Saturday-
Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. Yep.
Your Saturday mornings are your local shows.
Exactly.
All
yes.
right.
Yep.
It could be
And
more.
of course, Tuesday we've got coming up
Tech Talk Live.
Tech Talk Live. Yeah.
6:30.
So- and if you would want to sponsor Tech Talk Live,
You can do that.
That might be a good idea for somebody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway,
A local band looking for gigs.
a local band, a local restaurant.
Yeah, local restaurant, exactly.
Yeah, that would be good. Surf and Turf in Milford.
Oh, yeah.
When's it going to open?
I don't
Did
know.
you notice the chef makes more than the manager? The manager was $60,000
Yeah,
a year.
chef was 80.
80.
But they all had a plus next to it.
What's that mean?
80,000 plus a year.
Plus, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yep.
anyway, they are looking for help. You know, that is the
I
theme.
am ready for that place to open.
Are you really?
I am.
I am too, because I'm going to go to church and then I'm going to go there and eat is what I'm
Right.
going to do.
So, yeah,
Surf
the church
turf.
and
yes.
will be open about the same time,
Yeah,
probably.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's going to be
About
good.
all of it. About
Might
all
go
of
to
it.
the movies.
Might go to the movies afterwards, take a nap in them reclining heated seats, charge my cell phone. So
Man, I
anyway,
went there, and those heaters, if you put it on high,
You're going to sleep.
be prepared.
You're going to sleep, folks.
They are warm.
They are nice.
Yep, yep.
Yep. So, and if you're on blood thinners,
Don't
you
have
need
to-
really warm chairs.
Don't stick your candy bar in your back pocket if you turn those
That's
on.
true, right? So
Or
it
your
was really
jujubes.
nice. So anyway, Colin, what else have you got for us?
I think that's it as far as TV Delmarva stuff. Well, actually, we can talk about 14.5 coming soon.
Coming soon.
14.5, what is it going to be? Well, 14.5 is going to be music, and we're going to be featuring music of the 70s. So about 70% of it is going to be 1970s music.
Okay.
About 10% of it is going to be 1960s music.
Right.
And 20% is going to be the early 80s. We're not going to
Okay.
get too far into the 80s, but early 80s. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be real good, I think.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we're going to pull Jim's
Play music.
playlist.
Right.
That's what we're going to do.
Gosh, we're going to go from Vanilla
Oh.
Ice
Lionel
to
Richie.
Lionel Richie to
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire to all kinds of things. Hey, can we talk about food for a minute?
We can talk about food.
Okay, I was going to break out the spinning wheel,
Oh.
but we don't got time.
Can I finish real quick?
Oh yeah, go
So
ahead.
that's going to be the audio part of it. But on the screen, you're going to see classified ads. So you're going to be able to place
A classified ad.
ads on the screen. So people are going to
Is it only going to be up one time?
No, it's going to be rotate there. So they're going to rotate through.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it'll be a rotation through.
That's interesting,
That's
right
real
there.
interesting, yeah.
Wow, somebody's calling you already.
Yep.
All right, so this is going to be new. I mean, is this going to be up? Oh, you said in a few weeks, so no later than the end of May.
Yeah, no later than the end of May.
Okay.
Good morning, William. William is watching me, my
William.
youngest son. Yeah,
Hey,
and Nicholas.
William.
Hey, Nick.
Nick,
They're
how you
watching
doing?
me,
Wave to us.
and he's waving to me. Hey.
Okay, hey
Good
there.
morning.
Good morning.
So they're watching over the air.
Okay.
They're not on the screen.
I told him, what, are you waving to him? She's
okay.
over here waving to him. Oh, go buy him an ice cream cone, too, while you're at it. Oh, my goodness.
So anyway, yeah, interactive audience.
Interactive audience.
Yes.
Very popular with kids under 10.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
All right.
Nick's going to be 10 here in November, though.
Is he really?
Yep, Nick will. Yep.
Wow.
Will just had an 8th birthday, so.
Very good.
Yeah. What were you going to talk about? You're going to talk about
I was
food.
going to talk about food for
All right,
just a
well, let's
minute.
hear
Just
it.
a minute. I had wrote down all these best of, in other words. So I just want to start with dumplings. Is there
Okay.
anybody that's watching? Because I haven't had any for a week or two.
I had
Is
some last night.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't give it away yet. We
Okay.
want a caller. We want to know, where is your go-to for dumplings? If you'd be willing to call in and tell us that. 422-7336. In fact, I'll give you a couple categories. Dumplings, burgers, crab cakes, or pancakes. These were the things that really matter to me most, okay? In other words, this is my menu right here. So I'd like to hear from you if there's like a place that you really just love their burgers, like Restaurant 55, okay? Or dumplings. I'm a real big fan of Smith's Cafe's dumplings.
That's where I went.
Chicken
last
and
night.
dumplings over beef and dumplings. You had beef and
I
dumplings.
had the beef and dumplings.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Crab cakes, okay? I've gotten hooked on this place in Milton. What's the name of it? Beaches?
Beaches. Yeah. Beaches is very good.
Woody's?
Yep.
Down in Dewey. So I'm asking you, the audience, I want to hear your voice. 422-7336. I'd like to know, where is your favorite pancake place? Where's your go-to for pancakes? So so you had dumplings last night at Smith's Cafe.
Yeah, I had beef and dumplings at Smith's Cafe last night.
What else did you have?
I had a side of peas and dumplings.
Okay. Okay.
And
Well,
then-
those were probably chicken dumplings.
Well, they were dumplings. I don't
They
know.
were
I'm not
dumplings.
sure.
All
Yeah.
right, who knows? Who
So-
cares?
But anyway, so you get two sides with it.
Right.
And the other side, I got pretzel salad.
Pretzel salad.
Pretzel salad, yeah.
Was it red?
It was red. It was strawberry
red.
pretzel salad.
Okay.
Yep. I was still under my calorie intake for the day.
Okay. And
I
what
did really
app are
well.
you using?
For that?
Yeah.
Well, I've got a Fitbit Versa 2 watch, so that
Okay.
counts my steps and adds in
Okay.
calories. But I'm using My Fitness Pal, I think is the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah, My Fitness Pal. So it's an
Okay.
app. It works with most smartwatches too, so
Okay.
you can get your exercise and all that mixed in with it. So
I bought Denise one of them Apple Watches. I'm amazed
it does
at
a
how
lot.
she's using it.
Yeah.
She's using it. In other words, and she really likes it. So it's very interesting. We'll tell her even how long she stands still, steps.
Yep.
Your heart rate, your blood alcohol level. Not
Mine
your
just
blood
came up.
alcohol level.
The blood-
What's
wow.
it called? Your oxygen. Your oxygen
Wow,
thing.
you got to keep an eye on that with Denise, her blood alcohol level.
My mind went to a different direction. Oh, my
So
gosh.
mine just came up and gave me a notification that I have 190 more steps this hour, and I've got 10 minutes to get those in.
You got to
That
get
doesn't take long,
going.
no.
Huh?
I can knock those out.
You
pretty
can
quick.
knock those out.
Yeah.
Wow, it's kind of interesting.
It is very interesting.
I wonder why the phone's not ringing today. Is there something wrong? Have we unplugged something or something?
Made somebody mad?
Is somebody mad? Have we made everybody mad? The phone is not ringing today.
It's not.
I'm starting to get a complex. It's
Maybe you need to give
422.
something away. You've not given anything away today to the listeners and viewers.
That's true.
Only here.
I have a business card here
You're going to give it away?
that I got. John's Lawn Care.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know him.
This is John Walls. Now, is he allowed to advertise on his own station? He's not advertising.
He's not advertising, but
okay.
he can.
Okay, he is
can put
looking
it out
for
there.
lawn care work. Is that
Yes.
right, Jonathan?
Grass cutting.
Okay,
We're
grass
talking
cutting.
We're
Grass
not
cutting.
not talking about-
Pavers and
Yeah, not
no,
talking about
okay.
any of that.
Grass cutting.
Just
He wants to
cutting
cut
grass,
your
mainly.
grass.
Yeah.
Does he do weed whacking?
He does weed whacking. Does
Weed
a fine
whacking.
job. And then he
Fine.
blows it all off when he's finished.
Okay, so cutting the grass, weed whacking, and blowing it off. Is that right? In the Lincoln area, the Milton area.
Yep.
Milford area.
Yep.
Not too far away. Was that the phone?
That was the phone.
Caller, are you there?
Yes, this is Betty and Charlie.
Hey,
Oh,
Betty, how
hey.
you doing?
We're doing great. The phone does work.
Okay. I was worried. And what are you guys doing today?
Charlie's well, right now we've been, listening to the show on
Thank
the
you.
computer via TV Delmarva because the Weller Does Delmarva, when I went on there, it wasn't working.
Oh, really?
We had
God for TV Delmarva.
Okay. And you go ahead. Keep talking.
We've been enjoying the 3 hours.
For real?
For real.
Well, thank you. What's Charlie got to say about it?
He's enjoying it too. He goes back and checks out the computer, to have, like we would watch on TV.
Okay.
It's not in the kitchen area. It's in another room.
Okay.
But we do enjoy it and seeing the guests. And, just listening to what all you have to say, you're very energized in what you do. And, we really listen.
Well, thank you very much. And who cut your grass?
Charlie.
How does he do? What kind of grass cutter's Charlie?
Oh, he's good.
He's good?
Yeah, he's real good.
Good.
So far, we could do it.
Okay.
Down the road in life, we may not be able
Right.
to do it.
But for now, do it.
For now, we can. And it's just like Denise. She enjoys being out there riding the mower, too.
Yes, she does.
And that's
Yep.
what Charlie does, not me.
Yep. She would rather do that than cook food.
Yeah. Well,
All
I
right.
would be tidying up and decluttering than cook.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for your friendship. And both of you have a good weekend, okay?
Okay, and you too, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye. That was nice. So back to lawn care. So Jonathan cuts grass, weed whacks, blows it off in the Milton, Lincoln, Ellendale, Milford area. Is that about right?
Yeah, and maybe a little bit further. He might
A little bit
expand from
further,
there.
okay.
Yeah, so
All right.
the best thing to do is to call him
And let him decide.
Yeah, let him decide. Right.
Okay. Is that his dog barking in the background?
No, that's not his dog. He does
Okay.
not have a dog.
All right. Call Jonathan at this number. You ready? Can I give it out or
Or
no?
text. Call or text.
Text him. Okay, 302-381-2450. 302-381-2450. Text him. Even if you don't need him to cut your grass, just text him and say, I wish I did need you, but I don't. Okay? I want people to know. I want him to know, in case we tried to sell him advertising, that he knows that it works. So anyway.
And this is my son, Jonathan. Is who it
Jonathan
is.
Walls is who we're
Yep.
talking about.
And he's gotten into the grass. He's got a nice commercial mower.
Okay,
So it's
turn?
not just zero turn.
Okay.
It's one of those ones you stand up on. So
Right.
he's not
He's a
going to come
good,
out with
responsible young man.
right. He's not going to come out with some rough looking equipment.
Right.
And
Old spots on your driveway.
right. So just
Okay.
he's going to do a real good job for you.
Trustworthy, clean cut, good,
Exactly.
honest young man.
Yep.
Okay. I can't say much more about him because I don't want to lie. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good boy.
He is. He's
and
very
he's
good.
available after 10:30 on Saturdays.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we've got him held hostage till then.
Yeah.
All right. What else is going on, Colin? This is about the end of the show.
It's winding down. Yep.
Yep. I thought it was nice that Brian called in. I hope he gets some business. I do want to tell all of you, seriously, if you need a place to get some eye care, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And what I like, he spends time with you. Whether you're a 80-some-year-old gentleman who could be difficult on days, or whether you're a 9-year-old little boy that doesn't really want to be bothered with glasses in the first place, both are quite at the opposite end of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
Did he say that they're going to be bringing a doctor on
Yeah.
soon, like a regular eye doctor?
Yeah.
So,
well,
okay.
Dr. Seuss can't write books anymore.
Right.
So they'll be bringing him on next. He'll be on staff, Dr. Seuss. Oh my gosh.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. But he's going to be bringing in is the word ophthalmologist.
So you got an optician and an
an-
ophthalmologist.
Yep.
I always confuse the two.
And a
so
friendly owner
I just call him doctor.
who cares about his customers and his business. Because everybody's a friend to him. You haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
Real good guy. I'm
Okay.
telling you, real friendly. Tracy told me about him, and I'm telling you,
I
he
frequent
worked
that
good.
Starbucks there.
Do you really? Well,
Maria-
stop in and say hi to him
Maria has
sometime.
discovered the Starbucks app,
Okay.
and she's
okay.
figured out that you can get free stuff
if you do it
by
enough.
buying a lot. Yeah,
Free stuff
Yes,
if
so
you do it enough.
We're seeing there quite a bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty
And
cool.
I've also figured out,
Yes.
because of the calorie thing, that I can get. You ready for this, Jim?
Yeah.
It's a grande, skinny, vanilla latte. And it's only 120 calories.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea
You
what
have
that
no
is.
idea. I know.
I know it.
Right.
Yeah.
And she
but
gets
I
the
know
same
it's evidently
thing.
Mexican.
No.
The grande.
No. Well, I guess that is. Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were talking about Maria, because she is half Mexican. Well, she is.
I meant the coffee. I'm sorry.
I thought we were going that route, Jim.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that at all. I was talking
I'll
about
tell her
the
to stand
grande.
down.
Stand down. Holy mackerel.
She was a police officer. She could rough you up a little bit.
Okay. When you said the grande, my mind went to Mexican. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm used to the original blend at Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. That much I understand. Original blend.
So yes, that's
folks, this show is unrehearsed, okay?
and it's almost over. Stand by.
It's over, right?
Almost.
You don't want to miss the ending, the finish line. So
Oh my gosh.
Hey, let's go through your Facebook pages. We want people to like
Yes.
your Facebook pages. TV
Right.
Delmarva on Facebook.
TV Delmarva on Facebook, yes.
Yep.
We've got a lot of likes on that, but we're taking more. We've expanded and allowed it to accept more
Okay.
likes.
Another 100 a day we need.
Delmarva Newsnet.
Okay.
And what else? That might be it.
Okay.
Weller Does Delmarva.
Does Wall Service Center got a Facebook
Delmarva
page?
WX. Delmarva WX.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Wall Service Center have a page?
Wall Service Center has a Facebook page, yes. We're not very active on the Wall Service Center one. I probably should get a little more active.
Yeah,
but,
you should.
I'm dealing with the TV stuff more. So,
I can tell
yeah,
that.
I'm just not there. I'll have to get Colin to get it more.
Sure, add it
active
to
on
Colin's list.
It'll all be pictures
One
of
more
this
thing.
S10 we've dug out of the weeds.
Yes,
And-
I like the push bar on the front. It's
You
for
like
pit
that?
maneuvers.
Yeah, that's what.
So, in other words, when the Milford police need a pit maneuver, they're going to call Colin.
right, or a Pitman arm.
Pitman arm.
Yeah, that's part of the steering.
Is that right?
That's a mechanic joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How much time do we have left, Colin?
Well, too much
20
time.
seconds.
20 seconds. Can't
Thanks
take
for
it much
tuning in.
longer.
We'll see you next week right here at TV. Stay tuned. 11 o'clock, Michael Sprouse, Coastal A&M host Michael Sprouse. Jan Brady's going to be on there. Check that out.
She just unplugged the camera. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, we lost everything. All right.
My
See
Mexican
you next week.
joke. Now the camera. All right. We're out of here. Bye.